ride. This time we're going to try going up into Shady Canyon and see if the gates are open to a place called Bommer Canyon. Bommer Canyon used to be a guides only place to hike, and I know that it took some time to get that restriction lifted. It's not guided hikes anymore. I think it's just open to anybody that wants to hike in Bommer Canyon. It's still breezy today. We got still got a little bit of an onshore flow, surprisingly. I imagine that's going to change. I'm going to pay attention here. We've got school letting out here very shortly. Heads up, coming through. Thank you. I would have yielded to them, but they weren't actually at the crosswalk. Probably should have, but whatever. Anyway, Bommer Canyon. I hope it's a place where bikes can go. I'm going to find out. I think my Firefly lights are drained. The batteries are drained, so they won't be of much use to me on this trip. So be it. Should have charged them this morning. It's another pretty day. I think the weather's going to take a turn for the worse, though, come tomorrow. Helmet battery is still working. At least do my turn signals on my helmet. And I think my pedals are still flashing, so it's broad daylight, so I really don't need to worry too much about having all this extra lighted visibility. It's more crucial during my night rides. Man, it's nice out. Ellen tested negative for COVID this morning, so she went into work. Hopefully she's feeling okay. She said she's going to test herself again to make sure that her test this morning wasn't a false negative. I think that's a good idea. She tested positive just yesterday. I think it's wise that she makes sure that she's really free of COVID, full of antibodies. So, pay attention to the guy here. I'm coming your way, so go ahead. Friendly, was he? He didn't give me a head nod for being polite. Okay, let's see what this path is. A beautiful path, but it's gotten really popular, and because it's popular, it's kind of hazardous. Pedestrians tend to be the worst. Sometimes the cyclists are a little unruly too, ones that don't know how to behave properly on a bike path. But it's the pedestrians that clothesline you that really get me my feathers ruffled. I hate when they all have to walk, in a straight line across the path. Passing on your left. It's a weekday, so, and it's, what time is it? A little after 1. So hopefully it won't be quite as crazy today. Man, my kingdom for a rear suspension. Man, this bike path has seen better days. It used to be so nice and smooth. It's really buckled a lot in recent years. So bad it's making my thank you guys. It's making my chain rattle in the chain guard. It's that bumpy. Well, I wasn't happy with the audio on my first ride, so I went ahead and I went on Amazon last night to see if there was a Black Friday sale to be had on the remote mics that go with this camera, and lo and behold, it is on sale. The mics are on sale, so I went ahead and ordered them. Hopefully my dialogue, my voice audio will be much better than it was compared to my first ride, and also it will knock down the wind noise and the other noise quite a bit. Passing on your right. She was doing on that side of the path. Maybe it's because of the dog, I don't know. I hope for Sharon's sake that the weather forecasters have it wrong and that it's going to be much nicer than predicted. Right now they're showing some chance of rain starting tomorrow and lasting all the way through till Sunday, with varying degrees of likelihood from day to day. I just hope Sharon's making the effort to come all the way out here, that she's going to have nicer conditions than our local meteorologists are dishing out for her. So, man, I hope this my video comes out as nice as this bike path and this Shady Canyon backdrop has in store for the walker or the rider. There's a horse trail immediately to my right too, so it caters to folks who want to bring their horses in on horse trailers. It's a nice horse path, and I believe that horse path goes all the way into Bommer Canyon, so it's a nice long ride for horses. I know that e-bikes and mountain bikes and trail bikes and such, they use the horse path too. I would. This is probably the only bike out of the bikes that I own that has tires that are dirt dirt path capable. I just, frankly, I don't want to get my bike dirty. So I choose to ride on the pavement. Yeah, it's nice and quiet today. Weekend, Saturdays and Sundays, it's crazy. This path is really, really busy. So it's kind of nice to have so few people. Yep, the sprinklers are going. God, that little stretch of muddy grass that I traipsed through this past Saturday, I didn't really think it made a mess. I didn't realize it until this morning when I was charging the battery up. I got mud on this everywhere on this thing. While I was topping off my battery, I got a wet paper towel out and wiped it down. Ah, man. I wish there was a way to smooth out these wooden bridges. I feel like doing the Ryan Van Duzer thing, where I just make a noise with make a noise and hear a rattle in my voice. But I'm not quite as nerdy and crazy as he is. I am nerdy. Hopefully I'm not that crazy. This is a beautiful path. It really is. Ellen and I used to walk this a lot when it first opened. It's nicer now because the trees are all grown and getting attacked. Oh my God, that's a bobcat. Holy cow, son of a gun. That's a wild animal. Bobcat sighting. That was cool. I haven't, surprisingly, it seems like everybody in Irvine sees coyotes. I don't. I've got my trusty motorcycle horn in case I see anything that wants to bother me. I just saw a bobcat.
Oh, really?
Yeah, son of a gun. I don't. Yeah, he crossed our path. It was cool. I didn't think you saw me. I saw them, they didn't see me. Have fun. Nice guy. Well, we're coming up on Bommer Canyon. I will only take it if it's actually paved. I have a feeling it'll be paved for a short spell and then not be. So I'll go another way if I can't stay on pavement that way. Too bad I can't take my audience out off the trail, the walking trail, and Shady Canyon and go through the neighborhoods of Shady Canyon. They're some of the largest homes in all of Orange County. Gates open, but I don't think. Let me, before I go in here, let me just put this sign on my camera, if I can. That gentleman should be coming through here pretty soon. Let me just, hopefully, I can't see my camera display, but hopefully you guys can see Bommer Canyon Reserve. So, let me tap that and see if it wakes up. I can't see a thing. Anyway, that's where I'm going to go into Bommer Canyon, but I have a gut feeling that I'm not going to be able to go far on paved road. So I will find me another trail to take this afternoon before I wrap it up. I can't get through this way. Can I get through that way? Nope. Well, maybe it's actually closed. It's all gated off. It says vehicles only. I don't know what that means. But I'm not going to chance it. They don't have anything open. Except that little path. Where does that go? Well, let me go and check that out. I'm going to carefully go down this hill. So I'll get my bike a little dusty, dirty. See where this goes. See bike tire tracks. Somebody's been here before I was. Yeah, this isn't looking. Yeah, I don't want to do this. I really did want to take that paved path. Let's go check this out before I. Yeah, my bike isn't equipped to go up that. Not very far anyway. It's pretty steep. Bommer Canyon. Open Space Agreement. Irvine Ranch. National Natural Landmark since 2006. I can't read the Bommer Canyon placard. It's too small. But yeah, someday when it's weather's good, like today, I'm gonna see if Ellen wants to hike up Bommer Canyon. See, they do occasionally close it off. It's closed when the weather's not good and the trail conditions get bad, which I'm assuming happens quite a bit. So anyway, there's a few houses up there. Maybe I can aim my camera so that you can see one or two. Those are Shady Canyon. One time Ellen and I joined her co-worker and her co-worker's husband, Vanessa and Greg. Greg is a custom home contractor, developer, and they were showing a house in Shady Canyon. I think that at the time, this was, good God, it had to be probably pushing 20 years ago now. It was a spec house. Pretty much every room in the house was different in that it was designed by a different interior designer. It was a beautiful house. It was enormous. Probably, I would say, somewhere in the neighborhood of 8,000 to 10,000 square feet. And at the time, it was going for $9 million. I can only imagine what it's going for in today's prices. It's got to be upwards of 20. So, and there are a lot of homes like that in Shady Canyon. So, well, I know where this path goes. It's fairly scenic, but it runs right along Shady Canyon Road, and that part ain't particularly scenic. And unfortunately, I'm going to end up at a place where I really don't want to bike, because I've run out of dedicated bike path, and it's just Newport Coast Drive, which is 60 miles an hour, and not a place where I want to ride an e-bike. I know that people have died on that road. Coming up on your left, good sir. Thank you. That's the gentleman I passed earlier. A little cooler over here, surprisingly. I know what I can do. Maybe I'll dare a little bit of road, and I'll take this over to Turtle Rock, Campus Drive, I think it is, into Turtle Rock, and climb up to the top of Turtle Rock, and then take the bike path in Turtle Rock back down to University. That's what I'll do. That's a good way to go, rather than just backtracking Shady Canyon. Clear left, clear right. My friends Rob and Lisa used to live over here on Shady Canyon Drive in a community called, it's going to be on my left, on camera left, it's a community called Canyon's Edge, I believe. They had a nice, I think it was technically a condo, even though it basically had its own four walls. It had one wall that was partially shared with the next home next to it. It's right here on my left, if you can see any of it in the camera field of view. It was a nice place. But from there, they sold that place. And now they live in Newport Coast, which is in the direction I'm going. Someday when I get up the nerve, I will take Newport Coast Drive at least up to the top where it crests, and then take God, I'm trying to remember the name of the road. I want to say it's Ridge Route. It's either Ridgeline or Ridge Route. I think they both exist. And you take that up to pretty much the top of Newport Coast, and they live in a house up there now. That house is incredible. They're lucky people. They're not lucky to have the house payment, but I think they can afford that house a lot better now than they did, say, I think they bought it a good 15 years ago. I haven't been there in a long time. I don't know what home improvements they've done since the last time Ellen and I had a chance to visit them. Hopefully we can remedy that over the holidays. As much as I am glad Ellen's back to work and it looks like COVID is in her rear view mirror, I want her to enjoy these upcoming holidays, because we both deserve it. We both have done a lot of work and a lot of self-improvement, let's say, and I really am looking forward to being with Ellen and enjoying the holidays, especially the way we used to when we were first dating and first married, and we did all kinds of Christmas and Thanksgiving and Christmas things, and they were fun, and they were, just really relaxing. It was good time. So yeah, I'm gonna go right here at Bonita Canyon and take this over to campus. Not really happy about that, but I don't really have a choice. Oh no, there is a path. Never mind. That's right, there is a bike path. Yay. Wait. Yes, I'll wait. I forget there is a path that actually parallels Bonita Canyon all the way down to the road that I want to take. That'll take me into Turtle Rock. That's my cue. Heads up. All right. Yeah, this will make for a nice round trip. Oh, I hate when these yahoos park their vehicles on the bike path. Why couldn't they just kind of scooch over a little or just not put it there at all? Ugh. Lazy. Lazy, lazy. They did that to me on my last ride on these paths. On my right is the community of Turtle Rock. It's older houses, but it's really quaint. A lot of older folks live there. My only concern was Ellen and I actually looked at a bunch of homes there before we settled on the one that we bought in Quail Hill. My primary concern was the majority of the homes, all the homes really, that we looked at were fixer-uppers. They were, you know, some are much work required type homes, and I just didn't want to deal with that. I mean, they were already expensive, and the thought of having to spend all this money to just bring them up to a level that we could feel that we were going to be in a place that wouldn't break down, would be have reliable plumbing and reliable heating and air conditioning, and I mean even the place we have, which when we moved into it was only 6 years old, we've pretty much replaced everything in there. We had to re-pipe the entire house because the pipes, we had what was referred to as a slab leak, which I won't get into here, but it's very common in California. All the houses in Southern California are built on slabs. They don't have basements, and the pipe, the contractors run the pipes through the concrete, and the copper erodes and starts to leak, and you end up with a mess. We had a mess, so we had to repipe the entire house. We had to replace the air conditioning system back in 2021. And these are big ticket things. They're expensive to do. And I didn't want to have to do that, you know, a year or two after buying one of these older homes here in Turtle Rock. So we punted on all the places that our realtor showed us here in Turtle Rock in favor of having a home that was much younger and you know, hopefully more reliable. Didn't end up being the case, but at least we had about a 10-year ride before we really had to face some big repair bills. So hopefully we've ridden that out. We've got a few appliances to replace, but I hope that's it for at least another 5 years. So, okay, what do I do here? I guess I'll sneak out onto the road. campus drive. This road will take me right straight into Turtle Rock. And I can't decide if I'm going to go left or right. What I really want to do is go up. I think I want to go left, if I recall. Oh boy. Well, hopefully I can get around all this before a car shows up in this lane. Yep, I made it. Actually, I think I can go straight and jump right onto the bike path. I think. Let's find out. Over there. Crosswalk? It's behind me. Alright. We can go and hit that button. Do this. Alright everybody, stop and wait for me. Thank you. Alright, everybody stay put while I go. Yeah, there's the bike path. Very cool. Now this will get me off of Turtle Rock, which is, as you can see, a very busy road. Oops, let's not run off the bike path though first. I'm going to go up and then go down though. Hopefully all these people will give me some room. Please move right. Please move right. Thank you. There's an example. I don't think those kids were on electric scooters, but I don't like it when they straddle the entire path. Bad place to park. Oh, clueless. They're all clueless. Clueless like Alicia Silverstone in the movie Clueless. Stay there. Thank you. That's okay. Just stay to your left. Stay to your left. That's not your left. That's your right. Thank you. It's a DOG. I don't know, it might be safer for me to ride on Turtle Rock Road, or whatever they call it. I'm almost to where I wanted to get. I used to bike this all the time. Road bike it, actually, not e-bike it. I was in, I had better knees and I was in better shape. I rode this a lot to get in shape so I could marry my beautiful wife Ellen. God, we were both very healthy, very fit. She is a beautiful lady. I love her very much. I miss this path, man. I forget how nice it is. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Another one? I don't know if he's on the path or not. Nice. Well, sort of on it. What a mess. Yeah, it's gotten so there just aren't really any good appealing places to ride a bike. Doesn't matter what you're riding, even a regular pedal powered bike. Passing on your left. Thank you. Passing on your left, sir. Thank you. I'm almost at the end of this. This looks familiar. Or as the YouTubers like to say, familiar. There is no fur in familiar. Yeah, this is the end of the path. So the question is, do I take the rock back down, or do I just turn around? I'm going to turn around. Go back the way I came. I'll brave the pedestrians and the kiddies on scooters. I've actually gone up this road, if you guys can see that in the camera. I don't know if I've got it pointed in the right direction or not. That's one hell of a climb on a road bike. I only did it a handful of times. It's where you end up is at the top of this hill up there, where you can see those houses in the distance. It's a climb. It's a major climb, but it's a beautiful view up there, and the homes are beautiful too. Anyway, let's see if I can successfully navigate my way down this path and get to the University Drive connection. Be riding the brakes all the way down. Got 40 minutes into this ride. I'm pretty sure I'm far enough away from home that it'll be an hour at least. I hope I have enough battery this time. Of course I didn't bring a spare with me. So if I don't manage to document this entire ride, it's because it's my own fault, knowing what happened to me the last time. But I started on got a big hole in the street there. I started on a camera battery that was less than full the last time I rode. This time I made sure that I put a completely fresh battery in the cameras. And I hope it's good enough. We'll find out. I thought these things had like 5 hours of runtime on a battery. False advertising. Seems. Boy, I hope you guys can see just how beautiful it is out. The sky is absolutely azure blue. Hardly a cloud. Temperature is perfect. I would say it's probably 75, maybe a couple degrees warmer. Beautiful fall day. A lot of leaves down. We don't really get much in the way of the fall colors like they do in other parts of the country, because we just don't get freezes. The deep freezes needed to have that happen. But it's still pretty. You know, the trees that we have here that lose their leaves, they just, it's kind of a, I call it brown and down, because they don't, once the leaves die, you know, they're pretty much one color. Oh, I gotta do this. Once they die, they pretty much turn one color. Thank you, ma'am. And they don't turn different colors like the East Coast and other places in the country do. So, but the majority of the trees here in California are evergreens, meaning they don't. If they lose their leaves or their needles, needles are actually another type of leaf, really. And if they lose them, clueless. You don't park your bike in the middle of the bike path, lady. That's not Shady McSkate's. She is not Shady McSkate's definition of a Karen. Karen is the type of person who yells at bikers and e-bikers and tells them they're not obeying the rules, and these are people who think they know the rules, and the fact is they don't know any of the rules. They know their own rules. That's all they know. I gotta do this again. I'm not gonna do the ole 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 like Ryan does. That's fun though. Anyway, I forgot what I was talking about. I know I was talking about fall colors. The fact that, you know, the majority of trees and larger plants here, they just don't drop their leaves. They pretty much keep them all year round. If they do drop them, they grow them right back. It's not like they're like the East Coast where the branches are bare for months, and you don't see a sign of leaf growth until spring. As I recall. Yep, I gotta cross the road here. The path continues. Just like that. Hopefully this section of bike path I'm gonna be coming up on the part that runs parallel to University Boulevard. Hopefully this section will be relatively quiet and not well traveled. On your left. There are a lot of, on your left, or your right, or whatever. Move your kiddie carriage if you're not going to tend to it. This part isn't quite so scenic. I know that the Super73 bunch have done a group ride through here, because I recognize the backdrop on one of their YouTube group rides that they did. That was pretty cool. I do definitely want to, I'm entering the Sand Canyon Wash. Heads up, sir. Heads up. keep going. Keep going. You're good. Thank you. Oh, my horn's too loud. Scare him out of his shorts. Shit. I lost my train of thought again. Anyway, I do want to do a group, Super 73 group ride with other Super 73 riders, because I know that would be a lot of fun. They only do them the first Tuesday of every month, and they don't do them until 6 p.m. So this time of year, you're doing the entire ride in the dark, and I'm not sure I'm mentally or I don't know, spiritually prepared for something like that. It can get a little harrowing riding at the speeds that they like to ride, which are typically faster than I'm willing to ride. I gotta believe that they dial it down a little bit after dark, though. I don't know. It's hard to tell when you watch the videos. I know there are guys that have opened up, majority of people have opened up their Super 73 bikes to go upwards of 30 miles an hour. You can unlock your bike to do that, and I don't. I'm not. I just don't have the cojones to do that. 30 miles an hour I used to do on my road bike, and even then I wasn't real comfortable going at those speeds, even though I had, I was very sure-footed on or sure something on my road bike. At my age now, I just don't feel like going that fast. So. Anyway, I'm now running parallel to University Boulevard. This is called the Sand Canyon Wash. And it's interesting, there's a reason it's called that. We live on a 100-year floodplain, and so about, on average, about every 100 years, it rains so hard in Southern California that everything you see in front of you is underwater. It literally turns into a wash, a huge, massive river. And so all the people that live on the floodplain, which I used to when I lived in Huntington Beach, have to have flood insurance. Even though it's once in a 100-year event, you have to carry flood insurance because they never know when it's going to happen. Now, I'm high enough, Ellen and I are high enough up on Quail Hill now that we aren't required to have flood insurance like we both did in Huntington Beach. So, but I can't even imagine the walls of this canyon being filled with water. It blows my mind that this entire area going up, probably 30, 40, 50, maybe even 60, 70, 80 feet are underwater when they have an event like that. I don't want to be around when that happens because I'm certain it's not going to be pleasant anywhere else either. Even the places that are high enough elevation that they don't need to worry about getting flooded out. This is a little bit tricky. Come on, S2, you can make it. You can make it. Still got lots of battery left. Alright, we gotta go down this way and catch the bike path again, where it runs right against University Boulevard. Ellen often takes University home from work. It's a good alternate route for her. She can avoid a lot of freeway traffic taking this, although I don't trust University. I don't think it's a very safe road either. And people drive like idiots. It doesn't matter whether they're on a freeway or they're on a surface road. So,
wait.
Yes, I will wait. I'll be happy to wait. Well, I got probably about 15 minutes and I'll be home. and hopefully my camera is, yeah, it's still blinking, so still got battery left. This time I would really like to make it all the way home. So this road used to be so much quieter than it is now. Now it's crazy. Every surface street in Irvine is crazy. Crazy. Should be getting the walking signal here shortly. Yep, Amazon says my package is 10 stops away. So it looks like I'll be getting home. Time for that. Hello, guys. I'm sorry. Sir and ma'am. Somebody caught up to me. Can't believe that they were on the bike path I was on. They must have been, they must have come down, I think it's Ridge Route, I believe. They must have come down that way. Well, my theory of offshore flow, I think we have a little bit left. It feels dry. It seems like I'm getting a lot more wind in my face than I would normally. We are coming up on Strawberry Farm, which is actually a real farm. A lot of produce grown there. Some of it's right here immediately to my right. Ellen and I shop there all the time. There's a beautiful golf course there. They do all kinds of cool things on Strawberry Farms. They do a lot of holiday events at Strawberry Farms. That's the sign right there, straight ahead, Strawberry Farms Golf Club and public welcome. It's beautiful there. It's a nice place to eat. Breakfast there. Breakfast, lunch, I think, and dinner. Ellen and I ought to do that again. We haven't done it in a long time. And like I said, they do holiday events. They have like a pumpkin patch thing where you can ride on a wagon through the huge pumpkin patch. I don't think we'll be able to see any of it from the bike path. And they have Halloween events, Thanksgiving events, Christmas events. Ellen and I did the Christmas thing once. It was fun. So, yeah, if today is our last day of beautiful weather leading up to rain, and more rain, I'm not looking forward to that. I would rather have this every day. I would take it every day. Happily take it. Well, hopefully you can see that view. Because we have an offshore flow, these are the local mountains. I will think long and hard to remember the exact name. That peak, or twin peaks there, is called Saddleback Mountain. And the two peaks actually have their own names, which of course I can't remember right off the top of my head. I think one of them is Santiago Peak. I can't remember what the other one is. I'm not going to be going enough to the west for you to see the higher mountains, which are the San Gabriel Mountains. The Santiago Peak is, I believe, 5,600 feet. Pretty tall mountain. But the San Gabriel's, and I believe it's San Gorgonio Peak, which is also known as Mount Baldy, because the entire Baldy Bowl has no trees, no nothing. It's just a big piece of granite. It's a nice, beautiful mountain. That one is up over 10,000 feet, and there are several other peaks I think that are just make it over 10,000 feet in the San Gabriel range. I've hiked and camped and done just about everything in those mountains. It's beautiful up there. That's about with good traffic, about a 2.5 hour drive from here. Not terrible, not bad. Then there's the San Bernardino Mountains, which you can't see because they're on the northeastern side of Saddleback Mountain. Though there are 11,000 plus foot mountains there. That's home of Big Bear Mountain, home of what's the other ski resort up there? It'll come to me. Lots of skiing and camping, and Big Bear Lake I think finally has water in it again after last year's heavy rains, which is a good thing. Sounds like we're going to get as much, if not more, rain this season as we did last year. And, you know, we need it. But, you know, now that I'm biking so much, I'd rather be on my bike than sitting in the house watching the rain come down. So, yeah, yuck. You should recognize this. It was a little darker when I was on it Saturday, when I filmed this on Saturday. Yeah, I can tell the air's dry because it's making my throat scratchy. So it's a little different look today with only being 2:15 in the afternoon. Following the 405 freeway. That's the southbound lanes you see on the left side of your screen. They're moving right now, but you wait about 2 hours and they won't be. It'll be the typical parking lot. Nice if you gave me more room. Drive through these weeds hurt. You ever gotten whiplash by those things? They really hurt. Well, I'm probably about less than 10 minutes from the house. So, hour and 10 minutes, about the same length. A little bit longer than Saturday's ride. So I got lots of new interesting footage for you guys to look at, and hopefully some of the stuff I told you about was interesting, and hopefully the scenery is rewarding enough to watch over an hour's worth of this stuff. So I think it's cool. I uploaded the video to YouTube, and I sat and watched it on my 55-inch TV. It was great. It was a lot of fun to watch. I don't like listening to my own voice, but what can I do about it? Nobody likes their own voice. So you gotta have fun. That's the only thing that matters. Having fun. It's nice to be able to smile again. I hope I can keep smiling. I have reasons to keep smiling, and I sure as hell want to keep my wonderful wife smiling too. She deserves to smile as much or more than I do, as I do. I hope all of our trees here in the circle are completely wrapped. I hope they light them up pretty soon. Since I filmed the last video, I put my 3 outdoor wreaths up, and I have plans to put more lights up on the balcony. Thank you. Should recognize this. Same sidewalk I rode this past Saturday. There's the Quail Hill sign again. Hopefully you see it better this time. I rode kind of fast past it on Saturday. I tried to go a little slower. And again, hopefully I've got enough battery to get all the way home so you can see the piece that got chopped off last time I did this. Can't hear any cars, so I'm gonna go. I love these Ergon GP1 grips. They are just so comfortable. Unlike the typical round grip you see on most bikes, I don't. My hands don't fall asleep like they do with a round grip. My blood supply doesn't get cut off. There's a nice flat spot on the grip, nice wide flat spot on the grip for my big hands to rest on. And I don't get hand or wrist fatigue with them. I love them. I put them on all my bikes, except my Go Cycle, which already kind of has grips shaped like that anyway. I promise you a video. Either I'll strap the camera onto the Go Cycle and do a ride video covered ride on that bike, or maybe the Turn. I haven't taken the Turn out in a while and I want to. My new business partner is dropping off a brand new bike for me to not only test ride and review, but also basically ride around and show off for the sake of trying to sell. He's got a whole bunch of them and he wants to move them. They're beautiful mountain bikes. I don't know if I will actually take this thing off-road and use it for the purpose it was intended, or just stay on the pavement with it. Either way, I'm looking forward to giving it a ride, giving it a try. I don't know what he wants me to do with it long term, he didn't say. But I already have one free bike in the garage. I'll happily take two if he wants me to keep it. So he hasn't been able to pay me, so I'd be willing to take a bike as payment. That would work fine for me. I think that's the Amazon guy with my package. Huh? What timing? Now all my Firefly turn signals died, except the one on my helmet. That one's still working. At least I know how long those lights last. About the same as my camera. Well, we're back in my housing tract in the Laurel community. I'm busy doing something up there on the hill. Oh, and I see Christmas decorations, so I'm not the only knucklehead to put Christmas stuff up in the middle of November. So I think I was saying I've got more lights to put up that I haven't put up yet. So I'll be doing that probably sometime this week. So anyway, I have made it home, folks. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did, and I'll be signing off. Thank you.